revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nevada's offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. A little release to the back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, UCLA. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Unloads quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A give to Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They bring the punter onto the field now. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bruins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him in the flat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Nevada will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's nice. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. Stumbled to the ground. And the Bruins want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Knight.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right?
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Iamaleava. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got enough for the first. There's some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nevada!
Well, On that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Making side adjustments here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Grove. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Scrambling away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Bruins! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for space. It's Turner. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He turns that loose down the right side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Going long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're facing a 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Tough spot in the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the 1st.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Iamaleava. Under fire. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Now the Wolfpack will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got his man. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Nevada. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used the timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That's caught. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He goes right back to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Number 84, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 5 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Cox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback making checks. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Iamaleava. Under fire. And down he goes.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive. Getting to him and getting the sack on that play.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. It's caught. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Knight.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Knight.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nevada sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
The offense changing the play. Throwing, Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Grohl. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the back. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. Here's Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They booted away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return, gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the UCLA sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Might have a chance. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pressure coming. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. There he goes. He's at the and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can try.
There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
First down, right back to Brown. And he's brought down after a nice game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the UCLA sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he should...
Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against a defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks, he's turned it over a few times, but you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing ghosts, it speeds you up, and you don't have the ability to do this, to finish the game. But, dude, the toughness, the resilience, the adversity, this is a guy that's played a lot of football, and because of that, he didn't blink, he didn't flinch, and he just finished this game for his offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to Brown. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish, nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
You